were all planning for a fall. The cavalry was quiet except for the drilling in the wall. The curfew had been lifted and the gambling wheel shut down. Anyone with any sense had already left town. He was standing in the corner over by the Jack of Hearts. He moved across the mirror room, set it up for everyone, he said. Then everyone commenced to do what they were doing before he turned their head. Then he walked up to a stranger and he asked him with a grin, "Could you kind of tell my friend what time this show begins?" And he moved into the corner, face down like the Jack of Hearts. Backstage the girls were playing 5-card stud by the stairs. Lily had 2 queens, she was hoping for a third to match her pair. Outside the streets were filling up, the windows open wide. A gentle breeze was blowing, you could feel it from inside. Lily called another bet and drew up the Jack of Hearts. Big Jim was no one's fool, he owned the town's only diamond mine. He made his usual entrance, looking so dandy and so fine. With his bodyguards and silver cane and every hair in place. Took whatever he wanted to and he laid it all to waste. But his bodyguards and silver cane were no match for the Jack of Hearts. Rosemary combed her hair and took a carriage into town. She slipped in through a side door looking like a queen without a crown. She fluttered her false eyelashes and whispered in his ear, "Sorry darling that I'm late," but he didn't seem to hear. He was staring into space over at the Jack of Hearts. Oh, I've seen that face before, Big Jim was thinking to himself. Maybe down in Mexico or a picture up on somebody's shelf. But then the crowd began to stampede and the house lights to dim. In the darkness of the room there was only Jim and him, staring at the butterfly who just drew the Jack of Hearts. Lily was a princess, she was fair-skinned and precious as a child. She did whatever she had to do, she had that sudden flash every time she smiled. She had come away from a broken home with lots of strange affairs, with men of every walk of life that took her everywhere. But she'd never met anyone quite like the Jack of Hearts. The hanging judge came in unnoticed and was being wined and dined. No one seemed to pay it any mind. It was known all around that Lily had Jim's ring. Nothing would ever come between Lily and the king. Nothing ever would, except maybe the Jack of Hearts. Rosemary started drinking hard, seeing her reflection in the night. She was tired of the attention, tired of playing the role of Big Jim's wife. She had done a lot of bad things and once tried suicide. Was going to do just one good deed before she died. She was riding on the Jack of Hearts. Lily took her dress off and buried it away. As he lucked her out, she laughed at him. Well, I guess you must have known it would someday. Be careful not to touch the wall, it's a brand new coat of paint. Glad to see you're still alive, you're looking like a saint. There's no actor anywhere, footsteps from the Jack of Hearts. The backstage manager was pacing all around by his chair. There's something funny going on, he said, I can just feel it in the air. He went to get the hanging judge, the hanging judge was drunk. As leading actors scurried by in the costume of a monk, there was no actor anywhere quite like the Jack of Hearts. No one knew the circumstance, but say that it happened pretty quick. The door to the dressing room burst open and a cold revolver clicked. And Big Jim was standing there, you couldn't say surprise. Rosemary right beside him, steady in her eyes. She was with Big Jim, she was leaning to the Jack of Hearts. 2 doors down, the boys finally made it through the wall and cleaned out the bank safe till they got off quite a haul. In the darkness by the riverbank, they waited on the ground for one more member who had business back in town. But they couldn't go no further without the Jack of Hearts. The next day was hanging day, the sky was overcast and black. Big Jim lay covered up, killed by a penknife in the back. Rosemary on the gallows, she didn't even blink. The hanging judge was sober, hadn't had a drink. The only person on the scene missing was the Jack of Hearts. Cabaret was empty now, sign said closed for repair. Lily had already taken all of the dye out of her hair. She was thinking about her father, who she very rarely saw. Was thinking about Rosemary and thinking about the law. Most of all, she was thinking about the Jack of Hearts.